Hello everyone, and welcome to another video brought to you by Trekkie1701. Now, today in this video I'm going to be doing a rant. Now, I know I said in one of my previous videos that I was never going to do a rant again because I felt very uncomfortable about doing rants, and I thought at the time that there were other YouTube people out there making videos to do far better rants than I could ever do. But today I want to talk to you about a subject I've been really thinking about and going back and forth on, and that is Mel Gibson. Now, I know a lot of people, aren't big fans of him anymore, and I know I'm going to get a lot of criticism of this video for which I'm about to do, but I have to throw in my support for Mel Gibson because, quite frankly, when I first heard about, the phone tapes, my first reaction was, well, that's not right, because, quite frankly, when Alec Baldwin, who not too long ago was caught on tape swearing at his daughter, I was quite pissed off about that, or mad about that, I should say. I wasn't happy when he was doing it to his daughter. I certainly wasn't happy when Mel Gibson was, swearing at his girlfriend. But the way the tapes sounded on TV, they sounded like as if Mel had just picked up the phone and, started, harassing his girlfriend and beating his girlfriend up for no apparent reason whatsoever. And he just, out of the clear blue sky, started dialing, his girlfriend every day and just swearing at her and yelling at her. And I wasn't happy about that, quite frankly. And I thought, well, Mel, you make great movies, but what's going on with you, But the more I think about it, and the more the news reports come out, the more I start to think that there's maybe something about this Russian chick that something may be off about her, because quite frankly, it has been released now in the news that these phone tapes have been edited. Now, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, but if the phone tapes were edited, then that means basically that they've been tampered with. And if they've been edited together, that's not good. That's kind of like tampered evidence, basically, and that's kind of like, that's always thrown away at trials anyway. But the main thing that got to me, and the reason why I still am going to support Mel Gibson through these hard times, is the simple fact that if they were edited together, darn well, what's to say that this Russian chick wasn't, yelling at Mel or swearing at him? Because darn well that she could just, have said, this and this about Mel to get him started and press the record button. If you listen to recordings, you notice her voice is very soft and low and very calm. And to me, that says that she just hit that record button and she knew to be calm during those tapings. And, who knows what she might have said before she hit that record button. Nothing's been released about that, And just the fact that they were edited together makes me suspicious of this whole thing. And, well, he said, I understand he still said what he said. I know there's a lot of women out there right now that are watching this video saying, well, she gets, she deserves all the money she gets because he hit her and he did this and blah, blah, blah. She should take him for everything he's worth, sister, and, all that. But, I just think the fact that they were edited together and, now it's come out that she's taken him for like $15 million, I think anybody in their right mind would go off if somebody said the right thing to you or the wrong thing to you over the phone, you know? I mean, what person hasn't gone off on somebody over the phone? Now, yes, Grant and Mel did say some very nasty things to her, things that, you know, probably no normal person would say, but still, you know, I'm sure she said some things to him that probably set him off. And, you know, if some chick was taking me for $50 million, I sure as hell wouldn't be nice and calm and rosy with her, you know. So I just want to say, Mel Gibson, I'm really sorry to see you go, but I understand why you're leaving America, and I still support you. And I just want to say, I'm sorry, Mel Gibson, for the way the media has treated you. I think I think you just got a bad rap on this whole thing. And yeah, another, you know, people may be asking me, Lance, why are you still supporting Mel Gibson? You know, he's clearly a drunk and a loser and a foul-mouthed, you know, SOB. And I just have to say, you know, Mel Gibson is one of the few male actors in Hollywood that just makes damn cool movies. I'm sorry, but there's no other way to say that. He just makes the movies that I really enjoy watching. And I'll never stop watching those movies, like Braveheart, The Patriot, Signs. Okay, well, Signs wasn't his best work, but still, you know, Payback, We Were Soldiers. I love all those films, you know, and I still will. And I just think Mel Gibson, you know, even Edge of Darkness, which wasn't one of his best films, but he's still, you know, it was still a better movie than most of the crap that's put out in Hollywood these days, you know? I can't stand, you know, people like Johnny Depp and Robert Downey Jr. Although I will say I do have more respect for Robert Downey Jr. these days than Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, to me, just has no career. I mean, if it wasn't for Tim Burton directing his films for him, I don't think Johnny Depp would be the big megastar that he is. Now, I know a lot of people are going to criticize me about that also, but Johnny Depp, to me, just, you know, will always be a crack heroin, you know, success story to me. But, you know, Mel Gibson was just one of those few talented male actors in Hollywood, and I just think he got a bad rap. Now, you know, it was his mistake for loving a gold digger, I think, was his only mistake. But, you know, it is what it is. And yes, he did make those comments over the phone, as I stated before. And, you know, it's just sad to see him go. After doing so many great movies, I just wish, you know, he would stick around. Because I would still go see his movies, you know. And that's just my take on the whole thing, on the whole Mel Gibson thing. I don't care about Lindsay Lohan. I wish she would stay in jail a little longer. And, you know, I don't really care about LeBron James either. But Mel Gibson, to me, just got a bad rap out of this whole thing. I just wish the media was more willing to hear his side of the story. And I just wish Mel Gibson was able to tell his whole side of the story. And if that meant going on Oprah, so be it. You know, let the guy talk, you know. He may have said some things that weren't polite or done some things, you know, that may be wrong. But we all have bad days. And that's what I'm saying. We all have bad days. We all have bad periods of our lives. You know, so give the guy a break. But Mel Gibson, I just want to say, I still support you. So there you have it. That's my take on it. Thanks for subscribing, and thanks for watching. See you next time.